Hey guys, I'm Bill.
I'm Jessie.
And we are No Matter Where Van.
And we just wanted to share with you our long-awaited van tour. We wanted to thank our friends Dave and Carrie from One Adventure at a Time for filming this for us. So thank you guys, we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And we love you.
Thank you, love you guys. So since our van tour was filmed, we've done 2 major upgrades that we're gonna show you how to do in future videos. So keep an eye out for those. They're gonna be awesome.
Yep. One being our DIY composting toilet.
And 2 is gonna be a Webasto heater.
Woo, nice and toasty.
Total game changer.
Yeah.
What we're gonna do is put links to all the appliances and the hard to find objects in the description below so that you guys don't have to go around searching for them. So definitely check that out. If you guys have any comments or questions about anything in our van, just leave them in the comment box and we'll get back to you.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We really hope you enjoy this tour of our tiny home on wheels.
Enjoy.
See you guys.
Welcome to our home. This is it. All self-built. All custom built. So this is our bedroom. We got a queen size bed in the back. We built everything really tight to the frame of the van so that we could optimize like all the inches in this thing, because you know the inches in a van is like feet in a house. So we wanted to utilize everything that we could. So we built everything tight to the frame, and we actually got this where we only had to cut off 4 inches of the full length of the queen size bed. So it worked out perfect. This is my clothes drawer, and it doubles up as a couch because we put it on 400-pound sliders, and then I put a cap on it with piano hinges so that it actually like doubles up as a couch. You can sit on it, you can bounce on it. I mean, we sat both of us on this thing and it didn't even budge. So we got this when it slides in, and we can just pull out the table. And now we got the seating in the kitchen area right here. So she sits there, I sit here, and we just have a feast. And I wanted it, I've seen them where they're built up where they just have it right here, but I wanted to optimize as much space as possible. So I hid it right in the frame and figured I'd hide it with the trim of the bed. This is where our battery is, right here. It's a Goal Zero Yeti 1400. We have 3 solar panels that equal 360 watts that come in from the sun. And I hooked up an inverter so that while we're driving, we're getting that 3rd charge on it.
Now, a lot of van lifers don't have the Goal Zero. We have that in our van as well. Are you happy with it?
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah. Love your dog storage.
Yeah. Inside, we keep all of her food, and we got you know, her boots and stuff when we're snow hiking or whatever, and all of her medicine in there, so it's not like in the way and clutter. And when you want to hide it, just rolls right in. Can't even tell.
Nice. Our pups got to have their own spot too.
Absolutely. Yeah, because they're nothing but love. So you got to show them love in return, you know?
And then how do you cook?
We have the Dometic sink, stove combo. So we got our stove right here. We got running water right over here. So we got the pump and the freshwater tank all under here. So there's our gray water, fresh water. The propane's right in here. And what we did was we built the box so that it seals up, and then we put a vent down the bottom with PVC pipe coming out so that if it does leak or something like that, then the gas can fall down.
So you must have a real small tank.
Yeah, it's tiny.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that little guy right there.
And how long will that last you?
That'll last us cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah, we ran that dry one time just to test it out, and it worked out to where we were doing 3 months off of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we don't need much more than that, and it costs I think like $2 to fill it or something. So there's our what is it, a Flowmaster, I think? And that's a 12 volt. We have our kitchen drawer that we designed. This was like one of those happy accidents where originally we were going to do the full drawer, one drawer, and then double it up, but the drip pan for the stove hangs down a little bit, so we had to cut this edge off. And what I did was I sectioned it off to make a little place for our like spatulas and kitchenware and stuff. And then this right here doubles up as silverware drawer and then junk drawer underneath.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. This is our fridge. It's a Dometic 12 volt low voltage fridge. It's just a fridge. I've seen them with the fridge freezer combo, and I was like, we were thinking about getting one, and I'm like, man, the only thing that we're gonna put in this thing is ice cream, and that's probably not a good thing. Like,
tell us about your countertop.
We've picked this up in the Smoky Mountains, and it's red cedar, and we were looking for a natural edge, this live edge. And we were in New England at the time that we decided to pick one up, but we couldn't find it. And we were passing through the Smoky Mountains, and we saw some guys that were doing wood carvings on the side of the road out of cedar. And we were like, if anybody's gonna have a live edge, it's gonna be these guys. The first guys didn't have one that was big enough, and then the second guy was like, oh yeah, I got plenty of them, you can just piece it together and do whatever. So we ended up getting 2 pieces and ripped a seam on it and then glued it together, toenailed it, and then put a 2-part epoxy on it because I wanted like that durable bar top type of
yeah, you can't even tell that you pieced it together. You did a great job.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate that.
And let's see, you have 2 fans.
Yeah, we got the 2 fans. This is the one thing that we wish we didn't short out on, because I was like, I wish we went with the Max Air fans. I forget what brand this is, but that was the one thing that we kind of dialed back on the budget, and I wish we didn't. Like, that was one of the things. So we might end up replacing that at some point in time.
And then you got storage above your bed on both sides?
Yeah, we got, so these are our dishes, food, built a medicine cabinet here. We have these 2 are my cabinets. Those 2 are her cabinets. We built these cabinets a little bit shorter. We built these ones a little bit shorter because we sleep with our heads on this end, and if they were hanging out like this, it would feel like, you know, a little claustrophobic. Or if one of us had a nightmare and ends up like waking up screaming or something like that, we're gonna bash our heads off of it, you know. We got ourselves a little bookcase. That was fun. That was kind of like another little happy accident. This was actually supposed to be really smooth and like flowing and stuff like that, but then we stained it and we're like, you know what? That looks like something out of the woods. Keep it the way it is. So we kept that. Yeah. Back here is all of our electrical, or yeah, like some of the electrical. We have a cell booster down there. This is our 110 transformer to transform it into 12 volt DC. Got to put in a kicker. You got to love that, like, you know, the bass and stuff like that. I love sound, so I built subwoofers into the frame of the bed, so when you really crank the music, it's loud. So once it goes through the 110 circuit, it comes up, transforms into the 12 volt DC and goes into this, and this is like the main control for everything. Lights. This is the lights, kitchen, fans, LEDs. And this is the cell booster right here. So we got everything all lined up. If we have to do like repairs or something like that, we can just cut power right there.
So what would you say was the hardest part of your build? Like the electrical you just showed me scares me.
Yeah, yeah. The whole thing was hard. The electrical was hard, but it was fun because like it just trying to map that all out. I'm an electronics geek, so like going through all this stuff and like figuring out like where to put things and what to work and everything was a lot of fun for me. Really stressful, but fun. Yeah, I would say the hardest part, everything. Because it's all like everything has to be retrofit, you know, like
Everything's custom.
everything is custom.
In a ProMaster.
Yeah,
Nothing
like
was square.
That is absolutely true.
And we didn't have a blueprint. We winged it most of the way. We started with the bed and worked our way towards the front, and everything kind of just worked out.
That's a good point, because a lot of people are so intimidated by where do I start, and you just pick out what's important to you, start there, and then work your way into everything else.
The bed was very important for us. We didn't want to have to break down. I do like the option of having it as a seating area, having more people in the van, a gathering place. But at the end of the day, long drive, I want to hop in my bed without having to mess around with cushions and, you know, putting things away. When I want to lay down, our bed is
ready.
And then it creates the storage underneath.
Yes.
Which is a bonus. So we have a lot of things in the back here that we didn't want to part with, and so having that storage is a big bonus for us.
Yeah, and the way you guys did your floor plan, you got tons of space in here. Most people will put something in the doorway, but you left that open.
Yeah, that was the thing.
We didn't want to block any view, and we're happy with the way our kitchen layout, and we can have more guests in. We'll just throw our little camp chairs in there, and it creates more of a
yeah, we wanted the space too,
Yeah.
like so we can stretch out and like lay back and stuff like that, and not feel like we're closed in, you know, because we've had people sleep right here too, and it worked out beautiful for them, right on the floor.
And morning yoga, if it's raining out, there's a lot of room on that floor too.
I was gonna say, this is, you guys could dance on this little spot right here.
Yeah, I've done sound baths in this thing with the doors closed, and like just set up all the sound bowls right here and just had a sound bath for myself. It's like, for the both of us, it's amazing.
Yeah. So
for somebody that's building too, like one of the best things that I could ever say is, if you're getting overwhelmed with this thing, because we were at some points, just stay focused on the one task at hand, because you can get overwhelmed with how much you have to do in this thing. And it's like, you just have to take a deep breath and focus on the one thing, because everything will just fall into place when it's supposed to. So don't get overwhelmed when you're building, you know?
Yes, that's a good encouragement.
Yeah, I don't know how many times I looked around this thing and just been like, oh man, what am I doing?
Daunting.
But it's so worth
First
it.
build.
Now you have these big hooks above you.
Oh yeah, these are for our hammock.
You put your hammock right there.
Yeah, let me show you that too. So we figured if we're in a place with no trees, because we have been in places with no trees a lot, and we just want to chill in a hammock or something like that, we got one of the parachute hammocks, and you just clip it up.
And you just use it like as a seat, or?
Yeah, usually it's the other way, but yeah, you can hang out in here. I've slept in this thing a couple nights, not a couple nights, but slept in it during the day, take a little nap. But it's perfect.
Wow. You guys got it all going on.
Yeah, it's the little details that really make it pop, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of little details, this area right here, around the door, is such a hard area to work with.
Uh-huh.
And you did such a fabulous job.
Oh, thank you.
How long did that take you? You have cabinetry skills, I can tell.
yeah, that took a lot longer than I was expecting. A lot, because then you have to, like, even these little cuts here, like you can bend the 1/4 inch or the 1/8 inch plywood, 1/4 inch plywood, whatever you're using, to the outside, but then when you get to this detail in here, it's like you have to cut angles that just aren't naturally supposed to exist. And you end up, like, you know, just sanding things and doing all that, but you know, it's all that labor of love thing, and it's worth it in the end.
Now that's a pretty unique screen that I haven't seen yet.
Oh yeah, we
So it's got zippers on both sides?
Yeah, it's got zippers on both sides. So this is the magnet, so you can get in and out.
And it finds itself, so it's self-closing sometimes.
Yeah. Self-closing, yeah. And then when you're traveling and you want to pack it up, it's got 2 zippers on each side. and then you roll it up.
Wow.
Yeah, and then it
And then you just fasten it at the top.
Yep. Yeah, you just use these fasteners and it cranks it right up. I mean, usually it's not a slop using that. Yeah, it just cranks it up, and you hook it in, and you're good to go.
Now,
and when you're ready to let it down again.
And then this side is just Velcroed in.
It's all just Velcroed.
The whole thing.
All the way around.
Yep.
And it costs about $50 with materials. A lot of patience.
Yeah, a lot of time.
But it was.
Yeah, we got magnets down here.
Did you make it yourself?
We did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so now I can put seamstress on my resume too.
we also have one for the back. It's rolled from the bottom, and we roll it up with the zippers, and then Velcro to keep it up, so that whole back area is closed in, so we can sleep with the doors open.
Yeah.
Not worry about all the little critters.
Yeah.
Velcro is one of my best friends.
Oh yeah.
Us too.
Us too. Velcro, magnets, and double-sided tape.
Sure.
Mounting tape.
So,
yeah.
And as far as the shower, we didn't want to sacrifice space, so we have a solar power shower. We stick it out in the sun. It's a 5-gallon foot pump.
Yeah.
And we just open the back doors, put a curtain, and that's our shower.
Yes.
Yeah, we got a shower right out back.
Yeah.
Just
I
put up
think
the curtain.
shower is one of the biggest debates amongst van lifers, is to have it or not to have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And we don't really miss that. We'll, sometimes we'll pop by a campground or a friend's house,
State park.
state park.
Awesome place for it.
So again, that hasn't really been an issue, and I'm happy with not sacrificing the living space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the most important thing, was like to be able to feel comfortable in the place that you live, and I think just the shower would make it too claustrophobic.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. We get to shower outside all the time. It might not be awesome when it's like 20 degrees out, but
Do you mind if we look at your garage?
Yeah, come on over. Yeah, so this is our garage. This is our other screen. This is the one this one unzips from the top and Velcros up through here. So then it drops down, you roll it up, and then clip it right here. We were just originally using bug net with some Velcro up there, but it wasn't keeping all the bugs out. So we figured this would be a lot cleaner looking and a lot more effective.
And it's super user friendly with those zippers on the side.
Yeah, that was the other thing. It's like, like we were putting up the bug net, it was always a pain taking it out, unrolling it, trying to get it right. And it was like, this is simple. I'm a big fan of simple.
Yes.
Even though the build is complicated, the end result is super simple. Magnets, love magnets. Got the magnets, so we got that, and that opens up with our curtains, and there's our storage. And it goes all the way back, like to the front of the bed.
Really turn the light on.
And
Oh,
this
you got a
was-
light in here too?
Yeah, this is actually one of the cargo lights that came with the van. Same with the button. And what I did was I took it out there and I removed the button from the front, rewired it so that it was in the back, drilled the hole for it, and installed it back here. It's actually got a self timer on it too, so if you forget to turn the light off, it'll turn itself off after like 5-10 minutes. So it works out perfect. And this here is all the circuitry right here for our outside power. So if we hook up to shore power, this switch will break it from the battery circuit to neutral, so that's no power. And then this, when you flip it down, will connect the outside power to the rest of the circuit, and it runs the same way that it would off of the battery. And we put the breaker box just in case we were hooked up to a 30 amp service and something happened. So we got the breakers on there, so we protect all of our stuff. And
You guys have done a fabulous job.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
And things like these shoe organizer things, isn't that amazing in van life?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it makes a huge difference. So then you're not messing around with as many bins or whatever.
I haven't seen one slanted like that. Did you get that like off Amazon or?
Amazon.
Amazon, yes.
It came as a 2-pack. So we have this mounted. I just needed a place for my hiking shoes, sandals, little odds and ends. And there's another one in the back for all our tools and
bug spray, things of that nature that you just want to be organized and know exactly where it is. Thank you so much for checking out our home. We're really enjoying this lifestyle.
Yeah, absolutely. And whoever's watching, it's awesome. If you haven't done it yet, it is awesome. Hopefully we inspire you to get on the road too.
Sure.
It's fantastic. Best move ever, man.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and come join us on our journey as we travel in our tiny home on wheels.
No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. It looks good.
No.
Don't touch it.
Please.
I fucking love you.
Oh, you got shit in your teeth. No. Yeah. Just get in there.
Is it still in there?
No. You're chewing on it now.
No, I just felt it on my tongue. Love. That's love.
I'm gonna take that hat off though.
Shut your face. Fucking stunt. My teeth clean?
No.
Objects that you can't find in your local grocery stores so that you guys don't have to...
Local grocery store.
Yeah, local grocery store. That was cool. And